Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and we've got some MCU news today. Blade. You know that long gestating reboot starring Mahershala Ali? Well, didn't see this coming. No, it's been scrapped. Well, at least it's been scrapped for now. This project has been stuck in development hell for years. And according to a new report from World of Real, Marvel has finally pulled the plug. But don't worry, there's still some hope for the Daywalker in the MCU. So let's break down what's going on, what led to this moment, and what might be next for Blade. So if you're a fan of Marvel and the MCU, you're not going to want to miss out on this. So let's dive on in, shall we? So Blade was announced, geez, what was it? San Diego Comic-Con back in 2019. Here we are, 2025, and Marvel still can't figure out how to make a movie about a vampire hunter doing what he does best, which is, deleting other vampires. So, over the weekend, World of Real reported that Marvel's Blade has been nixed, scrapped, done. That means pencils are down and active development on the project has officially stopped. This comes after delay after delay after delay, multiple directors walking away, and at least 6 writers taking a crack at the script. I don't know. It seems pretty easy to write to me. We're talking names like Michael Green, Stacy Osei Kafour, and Nick Pizzolatto. Hopefully I pronounced those right. Don't flame me in the comments if I didn't. But even they couldn't get this film off the ground. The report cites Rodrigo Perez from The Playlist, who's he doesn't dish out a lot of intel, but what he's done, he's pretty reliable for these scoops. And he says the project has been shuttered. It's a tough blow for fans who've been waiting since Blade was first announced back in 2019 at Comic-Con, which I said earlier. With Mahershala Ali set to take on the iconic role of the Daywalker, the vampire hunter. So, what went wrong? Well, Blade has been a mess from the start. Since its announcement, the project has gone through 2 confirmed directors, Bassam Tariq and Yann Demange, both of whom left due to creative differences or scheduling issues. There were also rumors of Cary Fukunaga stepping in, but that never happened. On top of that, the cast has seen some shakeups. Actors like Pierre and Delroy Lindo dropped out. Although Mia Goth, she's still attached to the project to play the vampire Lilith, who's after Blade's daughter. The script went through endless rewrites, and Marvel reportedly wanted to keep the budget under $100 million. Wow, Marvel keeping the budget low. That's odd. Usually their standard budget's $200 million. Which might have added to some of the pressure. All this chaos led to Blade being pulled from Disney's 2025 release schedule last year, and now it looks like the movie is on ice for good, or at least for the time being. But there is a silver lining to this. It doesn't mean we'll never see Mahershala Ali as Blade. According to the report, Marvel still plans to introduce the character into the MCU, just not in a solo project or a solo film. At least, not right now. They're looking at other projects to bring Blade into the fold, with 2 possibilities standing out. One being Midnight Suns or Avengers Secret Wars. Now, Midnight Suns would be a great fit, given its supernatural vibe, and it could team Blade up with characters like Moon Knight or Ghost Rider. That would be cool. I can be down with that. Avengers Secret Wars, on the other hand, that's going to be a massive ensemble film. I mean, just look at the casting announcement for Avengers Doomsday. There were 27 actors announced for that. And if you put Blade in an ensemble film like that, he could get lost in the shuffle. There's also a chance Marvel could introduce him as a supporting character in another hero story, setting the stage for a solo film down the road. Now, that's a formula they have used in the past, and it has worked in the past. Ali already made a voice cameo as Blade in the post-credit scenes of The Eternals back in 2021, so the character is technically in the MCU, just waiting for his big moment. So that begs the question, what's next for Blade and for Marvel? Well, the report compares the situation to the Nova TV series, which Marvel also paused, but could revisit later. So there's hope that Blade might get revived in the future, especially if Ali's version of the character gets a warm reception in whatever project he debuts in. For now, though, Marvel seems focused on other big films like Avengers Doomsday, and with the multiverse saga wrapping up, they might not have room for Blade until after Secret Wars. So remember, Doomsday and Secret Wars is going to be a reboot of the MCU. At least that's what's being reported. Yeah, it's a bummer for fans, especially after Wesley Snipes' awesome return as Blade in Deadpool and Wolverine last year, which had some wondering if he should just stay in the role. I mean, he did make that line in the movie where there'll only be one Blade. I'm paraphrasing because that's not the exact word. That's not the exact line, but I'm close. But, you know, some are still holding out hope for Ali, who's a 2-time Oscar winner. And some think he'll just kill it as the Daywalker when the time comes. So there you have the latest on Marvel's Blade. So what do you think about this news? Are you guys out there disappointed the solo film got scrapped, or are you excited to see Blade in something like Midnight Suns? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you have to say, what you have to think. And if you enjoyed this update, make sure to hit that like button. And if you're new here, subscribe to the channel, because I am going to provide some more Marvel news and breakdowns on other projects. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.